So I'm going to pick up on this problem from this point on. So it says 2 minus 2 sine squared theta. It's, you know what, the sign makes it look difficult. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, because I don't want to keep on writing sine or sine theta. So I'll pick a variable, u equals sine theta. Okay? I'm going to do a little substitution work here, okay? So every time I see sine theta, I'm going to say that is u, okay? I'm going to replace that by u. And you notice when we have sine squared theta, that's the same as u squared. Okay, you all right with that? So let me rewrite this equation with some substitution to make it look a little easier, okay? Then I will get 2 minus 2u squared plus u equals 1. I am going to solve this equation now, okay? And when we are done solving for u, we'll give u its name back, okay? So it's a mess right here. Let's gather everything to the right-hand side, okay? So I'm moving everything to the right side. I'll send this to the right side. I'll send this negative term to the right side. Everybody just go over there. And this to the right side, okay? So nothing left on the left-hand side. So I'm going to just put 0 there. And I'll gather up all the terms and then I'll simplify after, okay? Look, I do want to write the square term first though, because it's u squared with the biggest exponent. So let's write down positive 2u squared. And it used to be plus u next, right? But let me change that to minus u because we subtracted it to move it to the other side. And now I used to have this plus 1 right there, the positive 1 right there. So I'll write that down. But guess who came and joined? That positive 2, which got subtracted. So now we have minus 2 there. So I got all the terms on the same side first. But let's go ahead and simplify this to see if we can factor it or something. So 0 equals 2u squared minus u. And these two combine to negative 1. Let's factor this. And factoring in pre-calculus, you guys already know your own method, right? I don't know how you prefer to factor this, but I'm just going to try to guess and check it right here. I'll do 2u in the first binomial, and I'll put u right there. And I'm thinking that they must add up to a negative 1. So I want to create... first of all, they gotta be 1 and 1 to multiply to be negative 1 there. But which one has to be negative? Let's think. If I make this, I'm gonna try and see if I can guess it. Right. So if I do it this way, will that be correct? That will give me positive 2u, right? And this will give me negative 1u. If I add a bigger positive number with a smaller negative number, they will add up to positive 1u. That's not matching what's in the middle, so I got the sign wrong. Let me go back and switch the signs then, okay? So make the first one a positive, and I will make the second one a negative. Now let me check and see if they will add up to, if I FOIL it, if they will add up to negative u. 2u times negative 1 is negative 2u. These two middle terms will add up to plus 1u. Oh yes, now they add up to negative u. So I got the factors right. So let's set each of these factors equal to 0, okay? I'm going to get 2u plus 1 equals 0. And the second equation is u minus 1 equals 0. I will solve these for you now, okay? 2u equals negative 1, which means u is equal to negative half. But remember what u was. U wasn't just it was a variable of this original problem. U is sine theta. So I'm going to say this equation is telling us that sine theta must be equal to negative half. Okay, keep that because I'm about to bring in a unit circle to solve for that theta. The blue branch gives us u equals positive 1, which means again sine theta must be equal to 1. Now, let me bring in that unit circle real quick, you guys. because now we need to read the angles from this unit circle. So remember, sine are the y coordinates, okay? So let me try to bring both of these on the same screen. I'll do the red one first. So need you to look for an angle measure that has -1/2 as its y coordinate, okay? So y coordinate is -1/2 below the x-axis, right? So you are looking for the angle measures in the third or fourth quadrant below the x-axis. So who has -1/2 as their y coordinates? Oh, we got one right here. The first answer will be 7 pi over 6. I'll write down x equals 7 pi over 6. Is there another angle that has -1/2 as its y coordinate? Yes, right there. 11 pi over 6. Now we gotta go solve the other one now. The other one said sine theta. Oh, whoopsie daisies, guys. Look, I'm sorry. I put the wrong variable. It's not x really. It was theta. Okay, I'm back now. So this one is now telling us that the y coordinate of an angle is 1. Y coordinate is +1, which means we have to go up 1 from the origin. Up, straight up. Now look right there. This point right there has a y coordinate of 1, and the angle measure is pi over 2. So we found 3 answers to this equation, okay? 7 pi over 6, 11 pi over 6, and pi over 2. Now, U substitution isn't required, but I just like to do it sometimes when trig makes it look a little confusing. So if I use the letter U instead of sine theta, it just looks a little bit more easier to work with, okay?